Welcome ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? I'm Furo and today I'm back with another Gwent deck presentation for you. So if everything is running according to plan, the season for Gwent should end this month, though you only have around 10 more days to ladder up, to rank up, get your rewards for ranking up on the ladder. And because of that, I just thought I would show you another strong deck today that is running pretty good for myself. So I'm currently something with 3,500 or so on the leaderboard. Not too high, but I'm also not playing too much, so I have a very decent win rate of 70% or something on the leaderboard. Pretty good. So it is a Queensguard deck, so you are running King Bran as your leader, which is discarding up to 3 cards from your deck, and strengthen all units among them by 1, then shuffle your deck. And of course, if you're familiar with the Queensguard action, you might know what we're up to. So you will discard the Queensguards, which are these little units, and if you deploy 1 Queensguard, you're resurrecting all Queensguard from your graveyard. So with that, you're then using the King Bran to discard 2 Queensguards. You will play 1 Queensguard and boom, the other 2 Queensguards are spawning from your graveyard onto the battlefield. The other card that you're also discarding is the CERYS here. That is after 4 units are resurrected on your side. While this unit is in your graveyard, you will resurrect it. And because you're resurrecting so many units with the Queensguard, the CERYS is also then always spawning, at least in round 2 and 3, but most often also in round 1. And as you can see here on the artwork of the card, she has some Queensguards along her, and that is just a sign that you want to play CERYS in a Queensguard deck. So the rest of the deck is just there to give you more points on the Queensguard and then have a decent amount of value for the Queensguards in round 2 and 3, because in round 2 and 3, if you have then triple or 4 Queensguards, it's just amazing. You will get so many points with CERYS and the Queensguard. That's then between 30 and 40 points just by playing 1 single Queensguard. And because you want more Queensguards, you're obviously running the Operator, which allows you to choose a bronze unit in your hand, and you will then create a base copy of it in both players' hands. And if you create a copy of the Queensguard in your opponent's hand, he is normally, if he's not playing also a Queensguard deck, he cannot do much with the Queensguard. So he has an additional card in his hand that is worth 4 points, but not much, while you have a 4th Queensguard that is giving you so much value. To get the Operator for sure on the board as a first play ever, you are not only running the Operator, but you're also running the ALZUR'S Double Cross, which boosts one of the highest bronze or silver units in your deck by 2 and then play it. And if you look at all the cards that we have, all the units, the Operator is the highest, so if you're not able to find the Operator in your starting hand, you have then a second chance to get the Operator out with the ALZUR'S Double Cross. You need to be careful, you need to play the ALZUR'S Double Cross first, because you also run the DIMUN Pirate Captains, and these are getting strengthened whenever you're discarding a unit. So if you're starting with the King Bran and you're discarding 2 Queensguards plus the CERYS, the DIMUN Pirate Captains are already going up to 8 in your deck, and then if you play the ALZUR'S Double Cross after that, you are not getting the Operator, but instead you're getting the DIMUN Pirate Captain. So keep that in mind and play the Operator first or the ALZUR'S Double Cross first if you have the chance to do that, and after that then play King Bran and so on. To buff your Queensguards further in your graveyard, we have stuff like the Great Bondu that allows you to strengthen up to 2 units in your graveyards by 3, and you're of course always picking the Queensguards. And you have the HOLGER BLACKHAND here, which is another great unit, a great silver card. You will damage a unit by 5, and if it was destroyed, you will also strengthen one of the highest units in your graveyard by 3. So if you can get both effects here, both effects fully, you're looking at 30 points, so the card is worth 5 points, then you're dealing 5 damage, which is an additional 5 points, and you could buff a unit in your graveyard by 3 points, so you have 13 points, and in the last round he's getting buffed to 7 points, so then you're looking at 15 points in total for the silver card, which is pretty amazing. And keep in mind that the buffs on the Queensguards are staying for the rest of the game, so you're not looking only at 3 points buff, but potentially if you play the HOLGER BLACKHAND on round 1, you're looking at 9 points in total, because you're resurrecting the Queensguards all the time. Because you want to resurrect so much, you're of course running triple Priestesses here, and you're also running the Reaver, so 4 cards to resurrect. And the other cards here, like the Clan and CRAITE Rider, are just working perfectly with the DIMUN Pirate Captain, which is getting buffed whenever you discard a card. These are just here so that you can discard units with the ERMION, for example, or the MADMAN LUGOS. That's it for the deck, and I will now show you a bit of gameplay with it. I've played 2 games before recording this here, so to show you how the deck is working, how you can perform with it on the ladder. So enjoy that, and if you have enjoyed this video at all, please don't forget to hit the like button under this video, and also you can subscribe to my channel for free. It allows you to get get a notification when I'll be uploading more content. So I'm doing stuff for Gwent, but I'm also doing stuff for other card games like Hearthstone, ALZUR'S, Legends, and Shadowverse. So if you like my content, just check it out, and I hope you will enjoy it. So now the gameplay is coming, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so here we are starting against the SKALD deck who is running 8th knee. So we have double Queensguard, we have one DRAIG Bondu, we have the Clan Demon Pirate, DONAR, triple gold, so we are definitely discarding the CERYS here. And we're also discarding one Queensguard so far. There's another Clan Demon Pirate, which should be fine. So gonna drop the CERYS here so far, and another Clan Demon Pirate. So far we have no operator, but with the ALZUR'S double cross we can just get the operator on the board, so that's not a problem. Then we are copying the Queensguard here, of course. And the pirates here are interesting. Are we keeping those? I mean, it should be okay. Just getting buffed quite heavily. We have the ERMION, we have MADMAN, LUGOS, a lot of stuff to discard. So let's just keep the hand here. Could drop the Priestess, but for now that should be fine. In the worst case we will just discard this one. So we're gonna finish here. Our opponent is starting the game. And he's going for the Right-Headed Dragoon, which is at the start of every of his turns. He's boosting Venom Loyal unit in his hand, and he's playing this 3 times in general. So we will then go for the ALZUR'S double cross. Going for the operator, copying a Queensguard here, of course. So our opponent is also getting a Queensguard in his hand, but he cannot do that much with a Queensguard. With a single Queensguard, that is not helping him too much. Going for the Elven Mercenary, which was boosted, and the rally effect for another Elven Mercenary. Which probably just using another rally effect, there you go. And he's getting the Dolblathana Archer, which is dealing 3 and then 1 damage, so hitting the operator twice, of course, for 4 damage in total. That means we will now go into the King Bran. Discarding then 2 Queensguard, and we're of course also discarding the CERYS here. So having then the Queensguard in the graveyard, which are getting buffed. On the other hand, we're also buffing the pirates. And we can then use the DRAIG Bondu to buff the Queensguard in our graveyard. He's running CERYS, which is coming back later, so whenever this one enters the graveyard, it's getting shuffled back into the deck, and it's getting +3 strength, so it's just getting bigger and bigger over time. Going now for the DRAIG Bondu. And we will buff the double Queensguards here. Another Right-Headed Dragoon, so that's now 2 points of buffs each turn. Bit of a problem, so maybe we are just using the DONAR then. Also we're stealing 1 bronze card here out of his deck, which will be... oh, just an Elven Mercenary. Okay, fine. There we go. He's getting the Dolblathana Trapper, which is spawning a Fireball Trap, and after 1 turn he's dealing 2 damage to each other unit here in the row, and also the Fireball Trap is getting banished. So we are losing then 5 points in total and going down to 15. Well, he's currently sitting at 39, but that's fine. We will now just go for the... let's go for the ERMION here. Drawing 2 cards, discarding 2 cards. Let's see if we get... yeah, we get 1 Raider at least. This one is getting discarded. And it's better to discard 1 Queensguard and get that back with the Priestess of FREYA, for example. So we're also discarding 1 Queensguard. The Clan and Crate Rider is of course coming back on the board. So it is 26 to 39 points currently. If he's just passing now, we are playing the Queensguard and still winning the round, of course. Dropping another Dolblathana Trapper. So that's an additional 4 points of damage on these 2 units. And of course we're also losing the Fireball Trap again. That means 5 points less in total. So we're going down to 22. He's sitting at 46 points here, which is of course a lot. So let's see. I guess we're just stopping the Queensguards now. Get everything on the board. So we have 51 points. Plus the CERYS is spawning, so 58. Minus the Fireball Trap, minus the 4 damage, so it's 53 to 46. We are equal on cards. And there is just another Dolblathana Trapper. We have the chance to just use a MADMAN LUGOS here and kill the Fireball Trap. Otherwise it's a lot of points that we are losing. 10 here, minus the Fireball Trap. So I think we're just going for the MADMAN. Plus we are then buffing the Pirate Captains here. We're obviously picking up the Raider, then hitting the Fireball Trap. And the Raider is spawning. All the Clan Demon Pirate Captains in our hand are getting buffed, so we have 12 points here on each. We are currently still ahead with 11 points. And 1 card in our opponent's hand is of the Queensguard, so that is not really giving many sort of points. Dropping the Bran, which was 7 points, and when he's deploying that, he's damaging an enemy by the unit's power. And this one was buffed a bit by the Dragoon, so it's 7 points. And that's why the Queensguard is going down to 1. We will now just drop our Clan Demon Pirate Captain for 12 points. Still 9 points ahead. It all depends, I guess, on what he is resurrecting here with the special card. So far there's a Marching Order in the first light and the Scourge. Now was he playing the Scourge now? Yeah, he was playing the Scourge because that was not there before. So he was using the Scourge, killing the captain. We can still just play another one. Then he might go for the leader and he's killing the 12 points again, which should be fine. So even if we're not winning this round, if he's going down quite a lot in points here, in cards in hand, we are totally fine because we're getting so many points on round 2 and 3 as well. So we're going for another Clan Demon Pirate Captain. So again, 9 points ahead. He's forced now to play his leader ability. He's getting Dusty on the board, an additional 7 points. He's picking up the Scourge again here and killing our 12 points. So that gives him a boost to 72 points and we had 57. But we also have one more card and we can just pass now. This is a Queensguard, so he needs to mulligan those away in the next round. And one unknown card. But he has lost a lot of points here. Still at 8 cards, so the chance for him to get CERYS dash back is not too high. And we have enough resurrection to get the Queensguard back on round 2 and round 3. Plus we still have the Clan Demon Pirate Captain. So all in all, it's pretty cool. Plus the CERYS is also spawning each round because we're getting 4 Queensguards back. So we will just pass now. Have a nice little advantage here. And see what he's doing. We might just pass then in the second round. So that we are even in cards for the last round. So the thing is that we are then just using the Priestess in most cases. We got the Clan HEYMAEY SKALD and we got the first light. I don't think we need the first light here. In this case. I guess we can just drop that. He's not running any sort of weather most likely. Has a MADROEME. Oh wow, he got CERYS dash again. That is an instant pickup. With still 7 cards left in the deck. Good for him. Good for him as well. So Priestess of Freya, of course, we're picking up the Queensguards here. Getting a lot of points on the board, just like that. So that is then 32 to 12. There's still 1 card ahead. Let's see if he's going for more. He is going for more. The Yevon, which is giving him an additional card. And we need to play one more because, of course, if we are just passing here, there is a chance that he's getting more than 34 points in his hand. It's not very likely, but we have to consider that. So I would say we will just go then for the... so we can go for the SKALD. Or we're just going for the MADROEME, which is not that many points. But on the other hand, the SKALD is giving us more points in the last round. So I would say we're just going for this one. And we'll then strengthen 1 unit, which will be the 8 points. So that is going up to 11, gives us more points in the last round as well. And he's now passing. So we are also passing, of course, starting then in the last round. See what we can find. We can find the Coral. That's pretty good. I kind of want to keep the SKALD. And we're definitely keeping the Pirate Captain and the Reaver, so Coral is also staying. Yeah, we're just keeping everything. Let's just do that. Should be okay. So we will then start with the Clan Demon Pirate Captain for 14 points. He's looking at his graveyard. So is he... What was that? What was that? What have you played there? The Nature's Gift? Yeah, the Nature's Gift. I really want to see the cards when they're getting played. It's always a hassle to check the cards here that are played on the left side. Anyway, we will now go for the Reaver. So it has killed a few points here, which is still fine. We are going for the Queensguards, of course, getting a lot of points back on the board again. We are spawning the CERYS. So just like that, it is currently 41 points to 0. And he has 3 cards left in his hand. But we are also creating more points here with our cards. The Dragon, which is only now killing the strongest unit on the board. That is currently the Queensguard here for 11 points. And we will then go for the Clan HEYMAEY SKALD, buffing the Queensguards here again. So the 11 points are obviously going down, but that's fine.
Hey, listen here. Listen
so
well.
Triple buff. We're losing then 12 points. Still far ahead. So these 2 cards needs to be more than 40 points. It is the CERYS dash. What was that? What he's played? Ah, the Royal Decree. Interesting. So CERYS dash. That means he has currently 23 points on the board. He's killing the 12. So we are still far ahead. The last card needs to be over 20 points. We're dropping the coral now, not giving any sort of value here, but well, 5 points. 5 points is better than nothing, and let's see what the last card is. Probably just losing. Yeah, that's a Dolbathana Archer. He cannot do anything now. He's killing 18 points, but we are still so far ahead that we are easily winning the round and winning the game. We are surely going for a second game, and this one is against the Northern Realms. We're using Foltest as the leader. Let's see how we can handle this one. So double Priestess, we have one Queensguard, we have the Operator, CERYS, MADMAN, LUGOS, and HOLGER BLACKHAND. So we're definitely interested in dropping the CERYS here. We are interested in dropping the Priestess of FREYA, giving us a direct Bondu, which is totally fine. And against his deck, we don't need the First Light, getting a Clan Pirate Captain, and let's also drop the CERYS in, giving us the Radar, which is kind of fine, I guess. Not too great, but maybe you can find something that is working with that. Opponent obviously is starting with the Foltest, which is then boosting all loyal bronze and silver units in his hand and in his deck by +1. We on the other hand are just starting here with the Operator, which is then getting a copy of the Queensguard. So we now have 2 Queensguards in our hand. Follow-up turns will be playing the King Bran, leader. Then we want to buff our graveyard with the Drake Bondu and with HOLGER BLACKHAND. And he's going for the Redanian Knight, which is at the start of his turn. If there is no armor on the Redanian Knight, he's boosting the Knight by 2 and also adding 2 armor. Let's still continue here with the King Bran, shall we? Or shall we just drop the DONAR instantly on this one? So denying the armor. Might be not too bad, and we are stealing 1 bronze card. Yeah, let's do that. Just. So let's see, we are getting the Blue Stripe Scout. And there's also Redanian Knight Elect. This one is getting boosted if it has armor, so it's boosting the other units. So what are we doing with that? We can just deal some damage. Wouldn't be too bad. So denying the boost there. Yeah, let's go for the MADMAN then. We're obviously picking up a Raider, which is dealing 4, and we're also spawning the Raider then on the board. Plus we are buffing the Clan Pirate Captain. Riva Scout. He's picking up another Redanian Knight Elect. So buffing more, because right now we have no answer for that. If we are not going for HOLGER BLACKHAND, but if we're going for HOLGER BLACKHAND, I mean, probably still better. Otherwise we could just try to lose more or less the first round and then get strong in round 2 and 3. We could also do that. So yeah, let's go. King Bran is now giving us the Queensguards, giving us the CERYS as the other Queensguards. So there we go. 2 Queensguards and the CERYS now in our graveyard. We are buffing the Pirate Captain here 3 times, so he's now worth 10 points. These 2 are now getting buffed each round by the Redanian Knight Elect. But I do think that we want to play HOLGER BLACKHAND. And then we are taking care of the Redanian Knight Elect here for 5 right now. But then of course he's buffing the Redanian Knight, so the outcome is more or less the same. It's just that we are buffing our Queensguard here in the graveyard. And we're going for Sultan Emerald Tamer, which is giving him the Field Marshal. And that is buffing every unit there by 2. So we're still getting the 5 here on the Reaver Scout now, which is still fine. So killing the Reaver Scout, dealing 5 damage, we have 5 on the board, plus we are buffing the Queensguard in our graveyard. And now the Redanian Knight Elect is only buffing the Field Marshal Duda companion, so that's only 1 point right now each turn. But you can expect that he's dropping something on the left side now. There we go, another Reaver Scout, he's getting another Redanian Knight apparently. Drop that here in the front row, which is fine. But then just use the Drake Bondu. You're buffing those 2 Queensguards. Oh man. Right, we were buffing the Blue Stripe Scout, not the Queensguards. Oh shit. Yeah, that was still in the graveyard, forgot about that. Because of the DONAR. Oh yeah. Small misstep here. That is costing us 6 points. Not even more if we are using the Queensguard now. Because the HOLGER was not buffing the Queensguard, so we are losing 3 points this round. And then 3 points over the next 2 rounds as well. So a 9 in total. But we are losing this round anyway. So it's just that we're losing the 6 points for round 2 and 3. Which might be painful. By the way, the ALZUR'S double cross right now is just giving us another Clan Pirate Captain. Which is fine. He was using the lock on the Redanian Knight. Okay, cool. So we will just go for the Queensguards here. Getting the other Queensguard on the board. So that means we are only 1 point behind. He's now buffing again for 2. Plus the Redani Knight is getting buffed as well. So we have 5 points behind. And this unit is mean. He's now eating the armor. And the unit is getting buffed by the amount of armor he's eating. Plus, of course, the Redani Knights have then no armor and they're getting boosted again. That means right now he is 14 points ahead, but that is getting increased on the next round. So it's just better to pass now and win the second and third round then. There was no way that we were coming over the 20 points here with just 1 card, so we needed to play at least 2 and probably even 3. And that is too much to win the first round. Okay, just the Skirmisher. I'm not interested in the Skirmisher. We want to keep the ALZUR'S double cross. Yeah, let's drop the Skirmisher. Also, this one is also not too great to keep, but well, drop the Skirmisher. We get another Priestess. No gold card. No gold card. Still 2 left. He's just passing. So how about we will just drop the... we can just drop this one and keep in the Queensguard in our hand. Might be better. Yeah, let's just go for the 5 here.
Just stands in here.
So we are then 6 cards to 6 cards for the last round. We have quite some decent follow-up with triple Clanman Pirate Captains potential that we can play with the Queensguards that are all spawning, with the CERYS that is spawning. And we just get the Skirmisher. I don't like the Skirmisher right now. Let's just drop it. Even though that's 8 points, but I don't like it. Want something better. Like a ERMION. Yeah, that's fine. Then we have a high chance to draw a Skirmisher. So we will just drop that here in the graveyard and then we might get it back with a Priestess. So we need to start. Let's start with the ERMION. We get a first light here and we got the Skirmisher, unexpected. So we will then just drop the Skirmisher and we will also drop the Queensguard. Because we have double Priestess here, that's fine. We are buffing the Clanman Pirate Captains to 14 points each. And we still have an ALZUR'S double cross. He's not dropping the Queensguard. Great for him. So we will just go Priestess into our Queensguard, get a lot of points here on the board.
You're good. Real good.
The only bad thing is, because we were not able to get the HOLGER BLACKHAND buff earlier, now both Queensguard here at 8 points. That means that just an easier target to get killed by stuff like a Gavaldini or so. Blue Strap Scout, fine. That is fine. So we could now drop the Pirate Captain here in the front row. If he has an Gavaldini, it's just killing the 14 points. Otherwise he's killing the 16 points. But the thing is, if we then use the Priestess, we are just getting the 16 points back again, because we can just pick up one Queensguard and the other one is spawning as well. I would say we are trying the Clanman Pirate Captain here in the middle row for 14 points. I personally don't think that we need the first light, this situation against him. So not for any weather clearer, but we'll see. Dropping a Reaver Scout, which is giving another Blue Strap Scout. Potentially he's not interested in the weather clear because we're not running any weather, but he might want to eat the armor and then buff his unit again. That's definitely possible. We're now going for the ALZUR'S double cross. We are picking up the Clanman Pirate Captain for 16 points and just drop that here in the back row. So it's 20 to 69 points. And we still have 14 in our hand. There we go, he's eating the armor as expected. So this one is getting buffed by 4 points. Makes it a 9-point unit. But it's not that he's getting any additional value here, because the units are not getting any armor back. So like the other ones that are then getting buffed again. So it's just 9 points for him, it's not too hot. He's still 40 points ahead, and with 3 cards, he would need to get a lot of points by that, even if we're not playing anything. But we will now just go for the first light here, using the rally effect. See if we can find something. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. So we are going for the HEYMAEY SKALD. Buffing for an additional 6 points, plus he's now not able to kill both Queensguards, because they are at 11 and at 10 points. Will be super tough now for him.
I'll gladly help.
Yeah, there's a lock and a debuff. So then we are just dropping the Pirate Captain here for another 14 points. So I'm just afraid of a Scourge, which is of course coming. Scourge was the worst. We are still good ahead, so should be fine. We are then dropping the Priestess. We will go for, let's see, where is it? The Skirmisher, I guess. I mean, that's the highest points we can get. The only thing would be another Gabeligny would kill those two, but we are still winning them because Gabeligny is 4 points and he's killing 22, so it should be fine. That's a defeat.